Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy C4 here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing some pre-beta analysis of the agent called Phoenix. Just going to take a look at some of the abilities and kind of compare it to how these might be used in a game like CSGO, just because as of right now that is supposed to be the closest game that it's going to be resembling. Before we get into it, I just want to let you know I'm going to be running a giveaway up until release. It's just going to be for some gift cards for the game, just so you can buy some skins. All you need to do is just like one video, comment on it just to say that you've liked, and make sure that you're a subscriber. I'm going to be checking these things on the release date. I'm going to be giving away one £20 gift card to the winner and two £10 gift cards to the runners up. So make sure you're subscribed, get notifications turned on, just so you can make sure that you get them kind of details on the run up to the release. So anyway, back to the video. As I said, we're going to be looking at Phoenix, and the first ability that we're going to be looking at is called Hot Hands, and this one's actually going to allow you to throw a fireball that explodes after a delay or upon impact with the ground, and the fire zone damages enemies but it also heals you. So it's just kind of thinking about some use cases for this, and I thought about on train playing in Pop Dog as a CT. Maybe if you got naded or something, you know there's people up here. Might be worth actually, if you're standing in this corner, just dropping a Molotov down on the floor, because that's actually going to heal you then, and it's also going to stop them from pushing down. Or if they do, they're actually going to take a lot of damage, so it's probably going to work in your favour. I also thought about this, so people actually like running into Molotovs and peeking in them. Obviously it's not the best idea, but it can actually catch your enemy off guard. Especially in this example, if you run in and they're in there, you're going to be healing from that, and they're actually going to be already damaged as you go into peak. So those were two defending examples where they could be used, but I also thought maybe they could be quite good on the attack. In this example, throwing them on the bomb train, you're going to clear the enemy off there, but you're also going to be able to jump into this, go peek down below, maybe even plant the bomb on here if you want to. That's all I could think about for that specific ability, but if you've got any other kind of ideas that you could use with that, make sure to comment them down below. Moving on to the next ability, this one's called Blaze, and when you use this it's actually going to put a wall down. It's going to block the vision of you and your enemies, and it's also going to damage anyone passing through it. Just a note with this one as well, you can actually curve it by the sounds of it. Not quite sure how much you can curve it, but maybe you could get that to curve around entrances, so that one's going to be pretty good for blocking enemies off. So I thought of some use cases for this one as well. Coming over to Inferno for this one, and I'm just thinking how at the start of most rounds CTs will actually smoke this bit in banana. So this is going to put a wall up that's going to stop view for you and the enemy, but it's also going to stop rushes hopefully, just because they're not going to want to run through that and take that damage. It's going to be like running through a Molotov. From what I've seen of this one, you can kind of think of it like a smoke, but you've also got that Molotov in it as well. I was thinking with this one, it's going to be equally as important to the attacking side as well. Just thinking about this bit in middle and Inferno, having like a smoke wall and that Molotov to stop them walking through, it's going to be super important. It's going to completely block off this area, so they've only got one area to worry about. One problem you often get is people actually walking through this little bit here, especially in the lower ranks. You're going to see people walking through there and catching you off guard while you're walking up short. That's all I could really think about for this one, but I think that one's going to be really important as well. Just like in CS, how you would buy smokes and Molotovs, it's going to be really important to have them, especially on the defending side. I think you might get away with it not having it on the attacking side, but I think it's going to be really important on the defending side. So moving on to the next one, this one's called Curveball, and basically it's just a flashbang. This one again is going to be quite important on both sides. Usually in CS on the CT side, you're going to be using it to get information, maybe push into their areas a little bit or retake parts of the map. For example, there's a pop flash here. I don't know if this is exactly correct, but there's a pop flash here to like kind of look into banana as a CT, get your teammate to peek around this corner, and he's going to get all the information, and the enemy team's probably going to be blind from this. I think this is going to be more important on the attacking side though, especially with all the walls and that you can put up on the defending side, just so you can actually break through that defense and then make sure they're kind of all blind on the side while you're pushing in. For example, this one here, I don't know if this is exact, but this is kind of like a pop flash for the coffins area, so there's usually like a sniper holding this spot, and it's going to push him back because he's going to be blind and he doesn't want to keep peeking that while he can't see. And then the final ability is nothing like we've ever seen before in CS, or I think even other games. It's kind of like Resurrect, but it's like self-resurrect. So this one won't come around often because it's the ultimate ability, and I think from what we've heard, this one only comes around like once or twice in a game, but it's going to be super important to have this one. Basically what you can do is like mark a location on the map, and then when you die, you're going to go back to that location. So basically what it's going to do is actually respawn you in that location that you marked earlier in the round. On the T side, I can see this being really important, maybe post plant. So you've gotten a bomb down, you could put it in like a nice secure location, maybe behind the enemy line if you can get there, and then when you die, obviously you can respawn. You can go, like in this example here, you could go apartments, you could go down to boiler and run up short. You've got so many options and you're in this safe area now. Equally on the CT side, I was kind of thinking about how if you've over rotated, you could maybe put this in a spot like pit here, and then maybe you could go play like archers for the rest of the round, and if you've over rotated to B, teammates die on the A side, maybe you can go and run in, try and go for that retake. If it doesn't work, you've got this kind of position in pit that you can kind of surprise them with when you respawn. Obviously this is all speculation right now, but this is kind of what I want to do. This is what I want to try when the game actually comes out. Hopefully this was useful and it kind of give you an insight on how you might want to use this. Obviously there's going to be more kind of tactical analysis done when the game's actually out and people know how the abilities work. If you did enjoy this, I'm going to be making a video for each character, so I would make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on just so you can see them when they come out. But for now, thanks for watching and see you next time.